Hey there everyone, it's your NakedVaultDweller, and in this video we're going to cover Skippy Roerich, an NPC introduced with the Pitt update for Fallout 76. Just to note, we put together these videos for these NPCs so players can go back and look at their dialogue in case they missed something, but we also want the voice actors that put these characters together to be able to see their work after it's been published, because oftentimes they don't get a chance to see that. Anyway, if you happen to be the voice actor for this character, then comment down below and I will pin your comment to this video. We appreciate your work here in bringing this character to life for us.
Hey there. Don't think we met. I'm Skippy Roerich. Something I or the Union can do for you? That's right, looking for someone to help us take the fight to the Fanatics. Surprised we got a taker, actually. You are interested, right? Hell, you've got raider gangs here, right? I've heard about your Blood Eagles. The Fanatics are something like them, but more organized. Imagine every single raider gang you've ever heard got together and decided to make like Genghis Khan. Sweep over everything. Kill anyone who won't join, and put anyone too weak to fight into forced labor camps. Everything that's not theirs they take. That's the Fanatics. And be glad they're not here. The Union is a sort of I guess you might call us a confederation, or a resistance. People banding together for defense. See, there's a group in the Pit. Calls themselves Fanatics. All they care about is conquest. They want the whole Pit for themselves. They roll into your area, you either join them, they force you to labor for them, or they kill you. And they're coming for everybody. The Union's the only thing standing between them and their total conquest of the Pit. As much as we're able, anyway. Bad. Don't get me wrong, it's home, and I want us to keep it. But we got hit bad in the war, and we've never recovered. Lots of radiation. Some areas are badly toxic, with all the junk that got blasted into the air or spread around from the factories. People are sick a lot, from one thing or another, and food can be hard to come by. Hell, some of the city's still on fire, I think. But some of the factories survived, and we got them running. Gives us access to things you can't get anywhere else. Might even be able to rebuild, if it weren't for the Fanatics. Because it's home, damn it. Mine, ours, all of us who were born and lived there before and after the bombs. Ain't that enough? If the Fanatics are out of the picture, we can rebuild. Make something out of it again. It doesn't have to stay like it is. If that ain't enough for you, picture this. A horde of Fanatics, hundreds, thousands strong, setting their sights here. Sound like something you want? The Union's back's against the wall. We're doing our best to hold off the Fanatics. Keep them from taking everything. Occasionally, we win some small victories, but not a lot. Got a couple of situations back there right now where an extra hand might tip things in our favor, at least for now. I don't want to call it mercenary work, but I'm not gonna lie. You'll be going there to fight. Fantastic. Let me just get Rucker in here. It's her bird, after all. Thanks for coming by, Rucker. Looks like we got a volunteer to take a trip out to the Pit.
We've met. Had a feeling you might be up for this when you came by earlier. Guess I was
Figured
right.
you should be involved, if we're gonna borrow your plane.
Don't let Lennox hear you call it a plane. She takes it personally. Anyway, sure thing. I guess you've already got all the ultra cells you need. I know you've got mine. Sophie and Esme tell me you helped them out too, so I expect you got theirs as well.
No can-do's for you. I'll go back one day, but right now, I'm more use here, rustling up support to send back there. I'm not young enough to be much use on the front lines anymore. Well, we got two different locals I know are in need of help. Locals are what we call union groups that act independently. Local 42's in the industrial district. Hex, their leader, is struggling to keep her people alive and retake a foundry from the Fanatics. We got another over in the trench working against a Fanatic forced labor camp. Danilo is your contact there. Haven't heard from the other locals recently, but I'm sure we'll be hearing from them if they got trouble too. It's up to you who you want to help right now. Maybe you'll consider going back again later for the other. Fair enough. What do you want to know?
Helping people is our chief mission. The cool uniforms are just a nice bonus.
Well,
Well, I can answer that, Skippy. First of all, we've got refugees here from the pit. People who've made it all the way down on foot or in caravans. And the best way to help that situation is to help people not need to flee the pit in the first place. Second, the Union's the best chance of stability the pit's got. The Responders don't just want a triage in the world. We want to help it rebuild one day. We'll need allies to do that.
it doesn't hurt that we've got factories that can still make manufactured goods either.
No, it does not.
I prefer volunteers to suckers. I'm not running some kind of scam here.
The answer is no, by the way. We run some regular sorties, trade some supplies, carry messages. Our radios don't reach that far, so communication's either us or waiting for caravans.
All right. All set? Got everything? Great. This means a lot to the Union. I'll make sure you're well rewarded for it. I might have some other things I need help with here in Appalachia, too. I'll let you know. Good luck up there. We're counting on you. Back for more of the Skipster's wisdom, eh? Why, naturally, I would be happy to share my wisdom with you. And I'll tell you everything you want to know. The Union is our grand experiment in human decency in the pit. All the people working together to rebuild a place that most say ain't worth rebuilding. We fight the Fanatics, the Ferals, and any other awful thing that stands to hold back progress in the Steel City. And there are a lot of those. Well, you know, we used to be a trade union before the war. A lot of us are holdovers from those days, old factory hands. Sticking together now like we did then. But we take all kinds, so long as they share the goal of winning back our foul city and making it fair again. That mix makes us a rowdy bunch, but it's also our secret sauce. Our eclectic minds think of things our enemies wouldn't imagine. So we stay one step ahead or even an inch ahead, but that's enough to keep us in the game. Quite frankly, because the odds are stacked against us. We represent civilization in the pit. Most folks up there have put that by the wayside, given in to their animal instincts. We want our home back, but we can't do it alone. That's all there is to it. If the Fanatics unite the pit, they'll start marching elsewhere. That's trouble for Appalachia. Trouble for you. If that ain't motivation enough, well, I'll make it worth your while, don't you worry. War breeds innovation. If there's one thing we have, it's that. We can build you all manner of fighting gear. Guns, grenades, armor, you name it. It'll be yours if you give us your aid. I'm the Union's inventor, quartermaster, and coordinator. I'm the brain guy. I use the know-how in this dome here of mine to help the kids in the field in any way I can. Sure thing. Can I? Of course. Will I? Also, of course. It's hell. What else can I say? What the bombs didn't level, the Fanatics finished off. The air is choked with soot, the water is undrinkable, and the rads sear your skin like the sun of the Sahara. Then you'll be happy to join us on our frequent sojourns there, I take it. It's hell. What else can I say? What the bombs didn't level, the Fanatics finished off. The air is choked with soot, the water is undrinkable, and the rads sear your skin like the sun of the Sahara. It's horrible, but it's home. No matter how bad it is or gets, we believe we can turn it around. That's what we're fighting for. Before the war? Well, it wasn't a paradise, but still a sight to behold. The Steel City, we called it. A center of industry, making anything you can imagine. When the war rolled around, we built weapons, munitions, vertibirds, power armor, robots. I suppose that's what made us a target, and left us what we are now. The Fanatics are a bunch of sadists, is what they are. They bill themselves as a confederation and say they take all comers for who or what they are. That's nonsense, of course. Just an empty slogan, used to sucker in more labor for the mills. That old place was a major base of operations for us. Fanatics took it on Bloody Thursday, some years ago. Worst defeat we ever suffered. We've been on the back foot ever since. I think that's why Hex and the kiddos won't let it go. For us old folk, it was just another building. For Hex, it was the start of this tragic new life she leads and a symbol of what we used to be in Pittsburg. All right, I'm game. Twist my arm, why don't you? Only been good at one thing in my life, and that's building things, so that's what I do. People call me a mad scientist. I built my fair share of oddities, but innovation takes risk. Parachutes sound crazy too, but they work. I'm lucky to have the time I have left after what I've been through. I'm not gonna waste it playing safe. Well, I'm a Pittsburg man through and through. Daddy worked the steel mills hard, but I took a different route, tinkering for an armaments firm. This may surprise you, but I did everything by the book back then. Everything done to spec. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Life was stable, but boring as hell. I didn't really start living until after the bombs. They woke me up good. One good thing about making weapons of war for Uncle Sam is that they build those manufactories to last. The plant I worked in may as well have been a bunker, like one of those Vault-Tec vaults the Richies built themselves. When the bombs came down, enough stood standing to keep us lucky few alive. What came after? The Rads, the Ferals, the Fanatics. That was a real test. Well, now that you mention it, you ever heard of a pterodactyl? Old creature, massive wingspan. Big wingspans intrigue me. We won't be building new vertibirds anytime soon, so I was thinking we need a replacement. Tired of hearing about me, eh? Oh, well, okay then. Anytime, my friend.
And that's going to be it for the dialogue for this NPC in Fallout 76. If this video was any help to you or you liked the video, then make sure to give it a thumbs up. Or if you're stuck somewhere and have some questions, then make sure you comment down below and we'll try to get back to you as soon as we can. In the meantime, I will see you in Appalachia. Love you, bye. Slow. Okay, I got you right where I want you. Oh hey, we've made it to the end of the video. Hey, if you look up here, I just want to give a special thanks to these fine folks who participated in making this video happen. Now, if you excuse me, I have a death claw to kill. Where did it go?